You know what I asked myself today, why are so many sex toys purple, is there some sort of science behind purple and horniness, when it suddenly struck me. Sex toys are purple because the manufacturers want people to associate them with Teletubbies' very own Tinky Winky, a living manifestation of pure lust. Now that I've narrated in a very low bar introduction to this video, you can't hold me responsible for the YouTube content to come. Wonderful. Today we find ourselves on Crossark 8, where we decided to purge anything within our grasp in order to mess with the alpha tribes a bit. But like always, it's nearly impossible to mess with the alphas on a Crossark without imprinted raised dinosaurs, so instead we opted for the next best thing. Manhandle and assault the Bobs living their best lives peacefully on the beaches. I myself found a base hidden in a cave which I didn't know existed. So I guess if you're not familiar with this location, then pay attention. It's around 5070 on the Lost Island map. The reason I found it was because I was angry at this Bob's garden, which conveniently hid the entrance to the cave. Nevertheless, the plan was simple. After some light creeping around, it quickly became apparent that we could Jacques Cousteau this lovable dark wet cavern. So we crafted the raft as you already saw and pushed it gently down the throat of this cave. As predicted, however, we were greeted by a wall of heavy turrets. Luckily we have the mental blueprint of ye old famous stick raft, so with the help of a bunch of wood, fiber, thatch, and explosive Play-Doh we quickly solved that problem. You guys seeing this? I'm moving more gently than a professional surgeon, a freaking royal navigating expert. Speaking of which, let's talk about that. I understand that we have had time to manage and master the sea travel. We cruise over the sea in ships designed to host parties with swimming pools and casinos, yet when we look at air travel, it's slightly different. Shitty airline travel is the absolute pinnacle of humanity to me. We found a way to soar through the high untrespassed sanctity of space, and also found a way to make it suck the whole time. Absolutely iconic work by the human species. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is we should all dance on the Wright brothers' grave. Is it graves? I guess they would have two graves, right? Fuck it, we can stick them in one, conserving space and all that. Anyway, hashtag Team Jacques Cousteau. Back to the raid maybe, sure fine. So we blew up the C4 and the door took 6 times damage. Being paranoid, however, I always choose to toss on a few more than needed. It's mostly about sending a message anyway. We embrace that anarchy life here. Seeing the amount of ammo that was inside the turrets, I imagine that I could have probably just dropped a random creature in here and it would have been raided faster. But like we said in the last episode, it's about showmanship, not resources. The base looks like what I imagine an orphanage slave cult would look like. A forge for slave labor and 2 grinders to punish the ones who can't pull their weight. There was actually a Reddit post about that. Some guy said, and I quote, "Minecraft proves that abolishing child labor was a mistake, the children yearn for the mines." And I honestly think we might be seeing a little bit of the same thing right here, but then again, who am I to say? Would you look at that, the great reward awaits, and to the happiness of everyone involved, it actually had some dinosaurs, but most importantly it had this beautiful creature. The Maewing's purpose was still unclear in my mind, but it would come in handy later on during this video. For the rest of the Pokemon balls, however, life was a little bit of a hit and miss. You see here in Casa Happy Joji, we don't believe in child or even teenage labor, thus we take the time to separate them from the adults in a gentle and kind fashion. Once separated, we give them the special treatment. I guess the overall lesson here is I am no longer allowed to hang out around schools and kindergartens. BTW, best loot of this entire thing was this little guy. So let's explain the amazing Maewing thing. In the old days my computer was always the equivalent of a roasted potato, in short useless for any kind of suicide C4 diving. Now Happy Hoji is grown up and has a wonderful paycheck covering his expenses, so now he gets to cosplay every TSA agent's worst nightmare, and I will tell you what. It's the most fun thing to do in ARC since clubs and handcuffs were released. There was however a minor issue. I was absolutely garbage at it. I would constantly hit the ground on my dive, and this was not something easy to mess up, I will have you know. Crossark 8's Gen 2 map held a constant 250 ping with enough lag for gravity damage to be non-existential. It felt like I was sticking needles in my eyes. Luckily for me, however, there were some professionals there, Mr. Aegon and West, which opted to give me a very much needed lesson in driving without stick.
Okay, let's start by going up and down.
Time right now is about 3 minutes.
Oh, you fucked up.
No, we're good.
Yeah, we can bring a few more stalker too, if you can, so we get May boost.
I told you fucked up.
Did I not get anything?
You got like 3.
I was inside. I didn't manage to go to the left. That was it. I was in the
Nah, this is your problem. I saw you. This is your problem. When you went down mid, you were like too far from the gate.
It was clear I needed expert help. Luckily for me, I not only got guidance from audio, but I even got visual aid. If that's not a 5-star rating on Trustpilot, then what the fuck is right? Anyway, call Aegon for suicide bomb lessons.
Alright.
Flying beaver, okay.
Okay, flying beaver, let's find.
That's what we got here.
Ah, there we go. This is perfect. Okay. Strategies with Aegon.
Not even
let's
a
do
beaver,
this.
it's a platypus.
Listen, we all
Alright, this is us up here, okay?
It's a beaver for now. It's actually pretty perfect. Go on.
Whatever, it's very perfect.
Alright.
1 second, I gotta do some drawing here, okay? This is the metal thing we're on.
Yeah.
Alright?
Mm-hmm.
This is the metal thing we're on.
This needs to be recorded.
This is our beaver right here, okay? This is our beaver.
Yeah.
Alright?
I like it.
So the trajectory, alright, that we gotta do. Wait, I gotta draw the entrance, the enemy. It's gotta be red. Wait, hold up. Wait, why is this thing so small? Hold up, I gotta make this thing bigger.
You're losing my attention here, man. You gotta.
No. Shoot. Alright. So this is like the little. What the fuck? Brooches? No, I don't want this anymore.
Kira, shut the fuck up.
I'm lost with this new update.
I believe the pencil skill's on point. You can do this with the pencil. There you go.
Alright.
Okay.
There you go. This is the entrance right here, okay? This is the entrance. Alright.
No, because what even happened? I'm tired of this life.
So this is what you gotta do, okay? You gotta come on here. You got a little jump over here, so you can get some height.
You got
come here.
Stuff.
When you're at this point right here, Georgie, alright? You gotta press right click on the Maewing. But you gotta make sure you are perpendicular down here. So when you do the dive, right, it's gotta be like this.
Alright, so you're doing it over the towers, huh?
Down mid.
Maximum velocity.
You're basically
so
doing
what
it
you
over
did,
the towers.
So what you did, alright, was like this. You came like this, and then you went like this, and then you went like this. You don't want to do that. Because if you do that, you're gonna get shot by turrets as soon as you get here.
Oh yeah?
Alright? So you want to do like this, so you get shot by turrets, and you're right in there. You got it?
Can I just say you're my favorite teacher? I appreciate you. This is the most creative instruction manual I've ever been given in a video game.
We should see the
And I'd vote for you for president.
Alright, I got like...
Alright, I got this, Aegon.
You got it?
I got this.
Alright.
Thank you.
I did in fact not got this. I tasted dirt all the way up into the back of my throat. We attempted a few more times, but because we opted to do it while this tribe was online, they smacked up a tech shield and spammed back up the stuff we destroyed. We couldn't keep up with their resources. It was an incredibly fun experience though. 10/10 would recommend to smash face into C4 and dive again. Well, that's about it for this one. Not a victory or anything, but at least we had fun. I will see you in the next one, lunatics.